Hi guys. So now we're going to talk about rhombuses. Remember, rhombuses are always parallelograms, sometimes squares, and only rectangles if they are squares. So rhombuses are kind of special. A lot of people think they kind of look like kites, and they do. Rhombuses have four congruent sides. So all the sides are going to be exactly the same. So if I know that this side is 9x and this side is 13x minus 12, I can equal those to each other. 9x equals 13x minus 12. I usually subtract the smaller variable. This is going to do something a little bit weird and it might mess with some of you. So 9x minus 9x is 0. Use that 0 as a placeholder. 13x minus 9x is 4x. Bring down the 12. I moved my x's to the right, so I have to move my numbers to the left. This bothers a lot of people, but it's really okay to do this. So if 4x equals 12, then x equals 3, right? The diagonals of a rhombus are kind of special. So the diagonals of a rhombus meet at right angles. So the center of a rhombus, you can always put those right angle marks. That means that 6x here equals 90 degrees. So if I do 6x divided by 6 and 90 divided by 6, I'm going to get out my calculator because my brain hurts a little bit today. 90 divided by 6, I think it's going to be 15, and it is. Hopefully you already did that, and this is just verification. So again, if I look at number 3, these angles are talking about this angle over here. And one of the cool things about rhombuses is the diagonals bisect those opposite angles. So each of those two things are going to be a half, because remember we talked about bisecting means a half. So this means that this half on the top equals this half on the bottom. So 12x equals 60. Divide by 12 and divide by 12, and x equals, did you get it? I think it's 5. Should I check it? I'm pretty sure it's 5. You check it for me. Let me know if I'm right, because I didn't grab my calculator on that one. Then in this very last one, we've got to kind of make sure we label everything correctly. So if I know that xy equals 5, from x to y, that equals 5, and y to z, or y to j equals 4, from y to j equals 4, and then x to j, this one equals 3, and angle y is 72 degrees. So I think that means that whole angle y is 72 degrees. This is a lot of information. If I know this whole angle y equals 72 degrees, what is the measure of the following? So if the whole of angle y is 72 degrees, these two angles, just like in a parallelogram, are going to equal 180. So to find angle x, I can do 180 minus 72 degrees. This acute angle plus this obtuse angle are going to equal 180 degrees. So 180 minus 72 gives me 108. So I think angle x is going to be 108. And then xz is from x to z is this whole way across. So if I know that xj was 3, this piece was 3, then this piece also has to be 3. So this piece is 3 and this piece is 3. Those diagonals have been bisected. So I think xz should be 6. Let's go ahead and check that. So we can drag this box and hopefully it will tell us the answers. So question number 1, x equaled 3. Question number 2, x equaled 15. Question number 3, x equaled 5. Angle x equaled 108 because those are supplementary. They add up to 180 degrees. And then xj was half the size of xz. Xz had been bisected at j, so 3 plus 3 is 6. Excellent job, my friends. We are almost done today. If you want, you probably could go take your quiz now, but there are a handful more slides to go through.